never let up for an instant in his pursuit of the lead. And now he's got the Toronto in a dominating position.
Playing it pretty cool, and at the moment Doug is playing it very cool as far as fuel consumption is concerned, but unfortunately the fuel gauge has stopped working, but the car is misfiring 3 laps before it runs out through Forest Elbow. Just assuming that the fuel consumption is going to remain static, and you know, it should be okay.
Down in the pits, it's Leo Gagan waiting to take over from Colin Bond. So it won't be long before the leading Toronto comes into the pits and the number 1 slot passes to Shivers. Here comes Bond now. First, let him pit know he's on his way. Gagan's at the car. It's his first drive for the Holden Dealers team also, and like Shivers, it's a big moment as Bond tells him about track conditions. Like Brock and Shivers, Gagan and Bond are a formidable combination, and they'll be right in there at the flag. There goes Shivers to grab the lead. Bond has driven a sure and steady race, running to instructions and playing the waiting game.
We're going to do a few more laps than we thought we may be able to do on our fuel. In fact, we're about 6 laps up than the third distance. It just means now that we can sort of do it with 1 more stop only and sort of no problem. We feel that Ford are going to need 3 stops, and just having 1 stop alone, it must give us an advantage.
The casualty comes in, but the mortality rate's dropped off a little. Let's check out the control tower scene. An army of officials are keeping track on the cars, feeding information into the IBM computer for accurate lap scoring. Oh, Shivers and Ian Gagan in close company. That means Leo Gagan's been overhauled by his younger brother. This is just what we were talking about. You need a computer to keep up with it. Lap printouts by a team of IBM experts underneath us. They're linked to the company's huge facility in Sydney, and the information feed-outs are completely accurate and up to date. No way we could keep up with the race otherwise. And right now, according to the feed coming back, there's Shivers confirmed as leader, but Ian Gagan, who's driving like a demon, is all right up on his tail. Now car 5 into the pits. Goss is back at the wheel, but they're in trouble. Up the top, Ian Gagan has taken Shivers. Exhaust trouble. Wondered why Bathurst came in a little slowly.
Fresh, we'd almost forgotten about him. He's down in fifth, having a lonely drive, and appears to be quite out of it since that unscheduled stop upset his plans.
Goss is out again. He's really got to move it now.
And there's Chivers.
Ian Gagan's missing.
Oh, it's all right. He's gone into the pits for Moffat to take over for the final stint to the flag.
First, Brock and Bob, the Holden Dealer team leader. He's banking on getting his 2 cars through with just 1 more stop each, which means that they'll score a crucial advantage. At this stage, the Torontos are well on top. And Brock is so unconcerned that he's gone to sleep.
And Goss, all over the place. He's been in a collision. Goss Toronto is upended in the cutting. Yes, we've just received a report from officials on the spot. Several cars were apparently involved in the accident. Goss rolled and was hit by Goss.
The Ford's taken a heavy blow at the front. I wouldn't be surprised if the damage is sufficient to sideline the Ford. This is a real shame, because Goss put up a tremendous display until his first pit stop, and he still looked a chance until the car developed exhaust trouble. So, with Gibson out, Goss about to start running on borrowed time, Ford's only hope is Moffat. The Toronto crew still looks extremely confident. Shivers is over 1.5 minutes in front of Moffat, and Holden will really have to trip and fall to lose this one.
There's the Toronto now. It shouldn't be too long before he comes in for a stop. Goss goes past. Car sounding rough. Must have been more damage than we thought.
There's another retirement. Mightn't be too long before Goss joins them. Go for maximum laps. They want Shivers to stay out for as long as he can. First, from his vantage point. Something's wrong. Shivers is going...
What it is? Doug Shivers coming down the straight. He looks like he's out of fuel.
Must be fuel. Must be.
He's slowing.
Yes, he's getting ready to jump out.
The way that he's obviously trying to get the car back to the pits, perhaps calculation somewhere along
the car is pushing, so it must be fuel. Just being told that he's coasted from Reed Park.
Training, car number 1 to the pits, and Alan Moffat.
There goes Moffat, coming up the path. Look at Brock. The race is slipping away through his fingers, and he can't do a thing about it. Moffat has gone past. What a break for the Ford pit. Brock, oh, look at him. Angry, frustrated. What's gone wrong, he's shouting. Those officials can't touch the car. If they do, Shivers will be instantly disqualified. Shivers must push the car.
Right, and then he can be assisted by other people. Colin Bond's motorbike, and therefore...
What an agonising moment. No one can help him. He's all on his own. And now Leo Gagan has gone past as well, which means that car 1 has dropped from first to third. Push, Dunn, push. They're begging him, pleading with him, encouraging him on. He's over 50, that car weighs a ton, it's uphill, and he's already tired from a long stint at the wheel. Look at his face. And Brock, when can we push it, he's asking. They've got to get it moving. Moffat's getting further ahead. Shivers, how far, he's saying, straining every muscle. Eyes blinded with sweat, oblivious to the pleas of Ferodo mechanics and Brock. And Firth in the pit now, worried, desperately worried. He's nearly there. The mechanics thrusted around the back of the car, and there they go. Now another race against time. Oh, did you see Brock shove Shivers to one side? They're down to pleasantries now. Time, so desperately short now. And there's Shivers, absolutely beat. A great effort, an impossible task, and he got it there to keep the team in the race. Fuel going in, the team must have lost about 3 minutes overall. Brock, anxiety written on his face, he must get going again. Come on, look at the time. He's fired, he's revving it, he's off. The runner's back in the race. What's Firth got to say?
Oh, it's like everything else, the best laid plans, you know, you calculate something and the wind blows a bit harder and people get in the road. And the fuel gauge doesn't work, obviously, because he had no warning and it didn't come on to the 4321, so obviously the fuel gauge has stopped working and that's that.
Well, where does this put you now? It must be a very bitter moment for you.
Not very happy, actually, because we were a minute 40 in front and we deliberately given a little bit of time away to get some extra mileage. Yeah, and if we'd had any doubt about this, we would have pulled up and put some in it. Oh, that's all very well to be wise afterwards. It's happened and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's pretty hard to get back to it.
The rest of it was just one of those things, a little miscalculation perhaps, or a little bit of over-optimism on what sort of fuel consumption we had hoped to get, and it was just half a lap too much. As it subsequently turned out, there's no risk. We would have won it quite comfortably.
Do or die now. All stopped out, chase to the flag. Bond, he's held on to his second, but Brock, driving close to the limit, will obviously be right with him before too long.
And the chase is on. The leader is 85 seconds in front of the first of the two works Tiranas, and the Holden dealer team drivers are grimly determined to win back that coveted front position. But it'll be an almost impossible task. 85 seconds, and only 10 laps to go. Just 50 kilometers of the 1,000 to run. From a 90-second lead to an 85-second deficit, that is their task. They give the nimble six-cylinder Tiranas merciless punishment in their never-relenting pursuit of the bigger engine V8. It is a classic chase, a chase in search of victory stolen from their grasp by human error. A simple miscalculation, a quirk of fate.
Murray's corner, 2 matches. Officer follows them down. These two cars are just very quick. Just look at the bit of the stripe here. Oh, yes, right in between. Well, we thought that was going to come.
The two cars run sure and hard, but time for Brock and Bond is slowly running out. Last lap. Is it too late? The Tiranas have stripped away much of the leader's buffeting margin, and as they go past the pits for the second last time on their way up the mountain, the gap between Moffat and Brock is down to less than a minute. But motorsport, as the lead Tirana running out of fuel has shown, follows no set rules. There is still time for fate to play a role, but it's Brock who again reels from a sudden and cruel blow.
So it's, oh, look, if it's up on top of the mountain, it's a Mazda, it's crashed, it's bounced off the fence, and look at it.
Moffat, perilously close, escapes the whirling debris from the crashed Mazda and the threat of puncture or mechanical damage. He flees down the mountain from the carnage, while for Brock, blue smoke and the shriek of tortured rubber signals a shattered tire. Nothing can stop Moffat now. Victory is his. Brock and his wounded Tirana fight to the finish. At least he knows he cannot be beaten for second, that his Tirana teammate Bond is secure in third. So, Moffat and Ford take the Bathurst crown. For Brock, Bond, Firth and Tirana, it's a trophy that's been torn from their grasp in emotionally cruel fashion. Certain winners, but for a pint of petrol. They may not have won, but the Bathurst 1000 has again proved the strength of their mounts. They'll be back, and there will be other motor races.